What if I say preserving the Mother Earth could guarantee your career for decades to come? Yes, this could sound a bit philosophical, but let's talk about the science. Most developing countries and all of the developed countries have set a goal to achieve the net zero by 2050 and also to be compliant with the Paris agreements for the environmental awareness and to save this earth. Yes, so in order to achieve this goal, to make sure that we are reducing our carbon footprint, we need to come up with a lot of jobs which could support the green initiatives of every country and help our future generations sustain. Yes, we're going to talk about the hot careers that are available for fresh graduates for the next few decades, which would guarantee their career. So, if you want to become a renewable energy engineer or someone career with a renewable energy, you have to focus in science subjects in your high school, especially physics, chemistry, math, biology. You need to be focused on the science subjects. Besides your academic with science subjects, you should also be getting involved in the science clubs in your schools and also with several organizations which supports the environmental related cause. You can in fact seek internship as a high school student with some of the environmental related clubs, something like a Sierra Club or a Natural Resources Defense Club or even the Environmental Defense Fund. You can try to get an internship and get involved as a volunteer with these clubs in their projects and initiatives. And when you move on to your college, especially to your bachelor's degree, so you should be focusing on some of the engineering degrees like civil engineer and electrical engineering, electronics engineering, or even if you are taking your associate's degree, some of the some of the community colleges would also offer uh, streams related to these in your associates. If you are in the US and if you are in India, of course, you can also look for some of the diploma related subjects. And if you're in India, besides your engineering subjects, you can also look for the diploma opportunities. The polytechnic colleges would offer you some of the diploma opportunities in these related fields. As a renewable energy resource personnel, your job responsibilities are more of the implementation, that is the development, design, implementation, and maintenance of these systems. Say if you are a solar energy engineer or a wind energy engineer, you'll be designing and developing the systems for implementing. That could be both onshore and offshore. If you see these days, offshore wind farms and offshore solar energy farms are a huge area that is requiring attention. So, say if you are building a wind turbine at a sea, so you would be designing and developing and setting up all the tripods underneath the water, and you will also be developing, of course, the entire system for the wind turbine. And if it's a solar panel, setting up the solar panels pretty much on the water. And there are also some of the farms, the solar farms and wind farms, which are based on the ships. So you'll be helping in developing and designing and implementing those. And of course, the maintenance is something that needs to be carried on forever. So you'll be working on that. And if you're a biomass engineer, biomass is nothing but generating energy from the natural resources, something like the wood or crops, or even from your organic waste. You'll be helping in designing, developing, and implementing those systems. And if you are an energy efficiency engineer, especially with all these accords that we discussed, the climate agreements that's going on, the global movement, all the companies, the countries, every building is working towards reducing their carbon footprint and the energy footprint. So you'll be helping with those kind of initiatives. That could be within a building or even in the transportation side, where if you see the electric vehicles are, that's becoming a go-to transportation system. And by 2030, starting 2025 onwards, several countries and several states within the US, they have a goal to reduce on their carbon footprints by not allowing any other fossil fuel vehicles and just running the energy efficient EV vehicles. So you will be working on those kind of segment in the transportation area. And of course, as a renewable energy project manager, you can also go up in your ladder, looking into various streams that we just discussed. Continuous learning is a key trait that's going to ensure success all through your career, and renewable energy sector is no different to anything else. So, if you want to be a successful engineer across your stream, say if you're a solar energy engineer, if you're in the US, you can actually get a certification from North American Board of Certified Energy Practitioners as a solar PV installer or a solar health heating installer certification. And say if you're in India, you can opt for certification, the similar kind of certification for the solar PV. There is a solar photovoltaic certification from NICE, that is NISC, National Institute of Solar Energy, or you can also get a certification from Indian Green Building Council as a professional certificate in solar power. You can opt for these in the solar power industry. If you're in wind energy, in the US, the American Wind Energy Association offers you certification in wind turbine servicing, and the Society of Wind Engineers, that is SWE, they offer you professional engineer certification in wind turbines. In India, the wind energy engineers can get certified from the Global Wind Energy Organization in the basic safety training and global wind turbine technology. The biomass energy engineer, if you're in the US, the Biomass Power Association provides you the biomass power professional certification, and if you're in India, you can get the same certificate from Ministry of New and Renewable Energy. And if you're an energy efficient engineer, you can get certified energy manager, that is the CEM certification from the Association of Energy Engineers in the US, and the same certification is offered in India through Bureau of Energy Efficiency. um, Even the Indian Green Building Council, they offer you professional certification for energy efficiency engineering. So you can also check out that. So in today's episode of Campus Compass, we navigated your career into the renewable energy sector, and we discussed about what the roles are and how you need to get into those roles with your college degrees and certifications. And last but not least, the salary, the benefits part of it. So if you are in the US as an entry level personnel with these streams, that is as a solar energy or a wind energy or a energy efficiency related sectors, you can make an average of $75,000 per annum. And if you're in India, you will be making an average of about rupees 5 lakhs per annum. Again, these are just the averages based on the industry trend in the tier 1 and tier 2 cities. It may vary according to your location and some of the employers. Subscribe to Campus Compass. Let me know in your comments below on what would you like to hear more about the renewable energy sector. Happy to discuss. I'm Kirti Jairaj. See you soon in the next episode. Thank you.